Watch closely. It's 8:30 at night, July 2nd, 2024. Your next-door neighbor had asked to borrow your pickup truck. Watch. He's struggling with something obviously very heavy, trying to lift it into the back of the truck. Okay, Facebook investigators, what does that look like to you?
It looks suspicious to me.
It's a black plastic garbage bag, and whatever is inside, it sure looks suspicious to us the first time we saw it.
He has to swing 3 times. Then he doesn't even make it then. It hits the tailgate as he's putting it in. So he struggles to get this trash bag in the back of the truck.
No one would have ever bothered to check this Ring camera video if a guy hadn't disappeared, a man who had been living at the neighbor's house. It's a Dolce Vita Media criminal injustice investigation.
To me, it's possible it could be my son's body.
Where is Robert Bond? He hasn't been heard from since the middle of June.
Robert Bond's missing persons case hit the local news in the summer of 24. But by January of this year, the media had moved on. Robert is still missing.
Why did you come to us?
Because I didn't think HPD was doing enough.
More than a year after he vanished, his mom came to us to investigate. She thinks he's dead, one of Houston's unsolved murders.
He's never just not talked to me or not answered my phone calls, never.
His mom says June 8th, 2024 was the last time she talked to him.
He sounded funny. He sounded like he was worried about something. Something was going on.
For about a month, he had been living here at a townhouse on Sage Road with this guy, a Houston lawyer named Sean Kennedy, and his wife, Allie. After several days went by, Cindy says she talked to Allie and was told that Robert simply left after they argued.
Did he say where he was going? He didn't say anything. He just bolted and ran, she says.
She called Houston police and reported Robert missing on June 22nd of last year. About a month later, the next-door neighbors saw the flyer of his disappearance.
That was the first time I learned of that he was missing. I knew that he was living next door because they brought him over to introduce him to us.
Billy and Kristen Hale were good friends with the Kennedys. This is their daughter. She was the Kennedys' full-time nanny.
Mr. Bond. Yeah. I met Mr. Bond. I saw him maybe 3 times, and then he was just gone.
And I remembered that Sean had borrowed my truck.
Sean had borrowed the truck before, but it was rare that he did it at night, and they were curious. They had a Ring camera to investigate, and they couldn't believe what they saw.
He threw in the back of my truck a contractor's bag, but when that bag hit, it did not sound like anything other than a big bag of meat.
Billy was so suspicious he called the missing persons line at HPD. They didn't get a call back for weeks, but they started looking at more videos, like this one of Robert a month before he went missing. He's the bald guy in the white shirt. Sean's there too, and there's some guy who looks so wasted he can't even walk.
What the fuck did you give him? I've never seen him like this.
And when the cops finally came, they watched that Ring camera video.
They were aghast.
That's what made them say, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
It became a homicide case that day.
On September 5th of last year, Houston police approached the Kennedy house with a search warrant. They were met with gunfire. Police retreated, got out the bullhorn.
Sean Kennedy and Allie Bryce. This is the Houston Police Department. Do not shoot any more weapons. We are here to resolve this peacefully.
They finally got inside. There's Sean and Allie cuddling outside their garage during the search. They probably knew they were in deep shit. Court records show the cops found Robert's driver's license, his credit cards, his social security card, and they found a lot more. Meth, cocaine, several guns, and something else. Documents that couldn't belong to them, like bank statements, credit cards, and mail that actually belonged to their neighbors.
Then I found there's a bunch of stuff on this. This is Billy's
insurance stuff.
Sean Kennedy was charged with felony possession of a controlled substance. That charge later dropped. He's still charged with felony engaging in organized crime for all this alleged identity theft. His wife was initially charged with felony fraudulent use of identifying information. Since then, felony credit card abuse and burglary of a habitation. We never got a good explanation who was firing those shots or why there were no charges about that. But despite finding Robert's stuff inside, police didn't find Robert. The Kennedys still faced no charges in his disappearance, and they sent us a letter after we called about these, quote, salacious and unfounded allegations. We are eagerly awaiting the opportunity to counter the defamatory accusations against us.
That they still haven't proven any sort of murder. They haven't found a corpse. They haven't found anything significant as far as I'm aware.
If I was going to leave somewhere, I would never leave my phone, my wallet, my driver's license, and my social security card. I would never leave it without. I wouldn't leave it.
I think they killed him. I don't know how they did it, and I don't know why they did it. I don't know why.
When Robert went missing, why didn't Sean or Allie call the cops? After the raid, the Kennedys were still friendly with the Hales for a little while, but Kristen would find her father's birth certificate and other of her personal documents in their house.
I don't know what the fuck she's doing with this, but she is.
And also, this bizarre post-it note, fell 20 feet, put guts back in stomach, blood on windows, no help who did this, handcuffs and shackles, back broken 2 places, 6 ribs, kidneys punctured. Maybe that's got nothing to do with anything, but what the hell is going on in that house? We've learned some other potentially damaging evidence from investigators. Sean and Allie used Robert's phone after he disappeared. Police say they also have an audio tape where Allie reportedly talks about a way to get off a murder charge.
There was this one case where this dad found a yard man fucking his 4-year-old son and killed him with it. No, they didn't even take him to custody.
And then listen closely to what is reportedly said to Sean Kennedy.
That's what you did.
That's what you did. And police say Sean, the lawyer, never responds.
He is 100% capable of killing somebody. I just know it. I being around him, you just get this like energy of like darkness.
But we wanted to know more about that bag in the truck. It wasn't the only thing Sean put in. I know you're curious. Where did the truck go with that big bag that night?
The police asked me to bring my truck down to CSI, and they had my truck for 4 or 5 weeks.
They were waiting on the information from Toyota on the black box. Toyota had to get it to them. There's a lot of red tape, so it took a long time.
The black box indicated the truck first went up to Tomball, then drove 24 miles to Porter, and then 12 miles to Splendora. Sean returned the truck at 3:51 in the morning. Sorry it took so long, he texted. A lot farther than we thought. We topped the tank. Well, that's nice.
I wish I would have never said, yeah, you can borrow my truck.
But we've learned the cops can only pinpoint one specific address. A visit in the middle of the night to an acquaintance, Jason Reeves, who owns 20 acres out in Liberty County. But nearly a year after the raid, the cops have never searched the property.
For the detectives, it's a box they need to check off. It's a box I need to check off for me. It ought to be a box that Jason Reeves wants checked off for himself.
Rose Bond says Jason Reeves now drives a truck that used to belong to Sean, this black 2022 Chevy Silverado. They think it might have been a gift for helping ditch Robert's body.
He's been driving it since around the time my brother went missing or right before.
Reeves has refused to return our text messages or our phone calls. He's got a criminal record. No trespassing signs plaster the front of his property.
Sean and Allie, you won't be able to hide inside of the home.
Houston police think Robert's dead too, but they don't think his body was in that bag. The house didn't smell. There was no freezer. Sean continues to claim it was just construction debris.
Texas EquiSearch crews were also there and spent time in Kennedy's backyard with shovels and buckets.
Texas EquuSearch did help drag the bayou behind Sean and Allie's house, but they didn't find a body. And even though Sean has a fire pit behind his house, there's no evidence of burned human remains either. Police now are wondering if Robert may have just taken off, living under a false identity. He has a past of identity theft, but his family says, no way.
Your wife stole everything. She absolutely did. We didn't know that she had taken anything until the police sent pictures of it.
You can see that things have gotten pretty ugly between the next door neighbors on Sage Road.
Right through a dead body in your car. There would be evidence of a dead body, blood, tissue, something. There's none of that. How come nobody started doing video of him leaving the neighborhood?
I know I'd like them to move because Sean's scaring me now.
Hey.
We spent months in our house unsettled, and I got tired of it. We had shotguns at every door, and I was always carrying a gun on me, and I got tired of doing all that.
You can imagine this mom just wants to find her son.
My biggest fear is not ever finding out what happened or not ever finding my son's remains. That's my biggest fear.
We're trying to help find Robert Bond.
I would like for his remains to be found.
So we want you to focus on July 2nd, 2024, and maybe anything you saw. A 2021 gray Toyota Tundra driving to Tomball, Porter, and Splendora in the middle of the night. Any tips? Welcome. And Robert Bond's family, they want the Kennedys to come clean. They think they know a hell of a lot more. You can understand Mom's frustration. She doesn't think the cops have done enough, and she doesn't think the DA's office is exploring more evidence against the Kennedys.
I think it's pretty obvious what's happened. I mean, he didn't leave there. He never left there. There's no proof he left there. Why wouldn't you talk to the cops if you didn't do anything wrong? But they refused to talk.
We don't want to make it uncomfortable for you, but we will.
And this case does raise troubling questions about the way HPD handles missing persons reports. Did the delay on answering that original missing persons call lose valuable evidence? Every day the trail gets colder, and we're looking for answers.
I talk to people that it's been 15 and 20 years, they've never found a body, never found out what happened to their loved one. And I'm thinking that could be me, you know, very well could be me.